Well, hello and welcome to day 4. I am absolutely thrilled that you're here. As promised, we're going to get into the fun stuff in this video. So I appreciate all of your hard work over the past few days with the content that you've been taking in and answering the questions and participation, and it's been brilliant. But now it's time just to sit back, relax, and do the fun stuff like I promised on day 1 we were going to get into. Sound good? So tonight it is all about, in this video, the 7 rituals that I've developed. And so I call it the Lucky 7 framework. And without further ado, let's get into this. Let me share my screen. All right, so today we are diving into the rituals. I've talked a little bit about this over the past few days, so definitely warmed you up and started to introduce this concept to you. These rituals that I am sharing today are my proprietary signature program. I've developed them, I've formulated them, and it's all me, myself, and I. And they have come about from the evolution of transformations that not only I've personally gone through, but the people that I've worked with over the years from hobby to business. And I started to pick up on the process of change regardless of whatever the person was working on. They are the key steps you need to complete your goal, from this incredible idea that you have to making it appear and manifest in your life. So tonight, in this video, you are in the perfect place if you feel like you have been stuck in a rut, and maybe not for years, but for quite some time, where you've just gotten frustrated and you know it's time for a change. And you've been holding yourself back by, whatever emotion it is. Self-doubt is a really big one, though. If you're over procrastination, avoidance, the resistance, if you get paralyzed by and overwhelmed by everything there is to do, if you get momentum and then lose it just about as quickly as you received it, if you need a clear path to where you're going, this is for you. Now, I am here to tell you that the dreams that you dare to dream and then take action on absolutely will come true. Hands down, without a doubt. And I know in the beginning part it's hard to believe, but trust me, when you start working on your goal and whatever it is that you want to achieve, it's going to be bigger what you reap than anything you could imagine. It's phenomenal. And I can't wait for you to, for 3 months, 6 months from now to be like, oh my gosh, Gabrielle, like my life has been transformed by this. What I'm about to show you over the next 2 days in our last final 2 video sessions together, it's going to break through years of built up fears, worries, and habits that are not serving you. It's going to relieve you from being controlled by your past limiting beliefs and start aligning your habits to your vision, and doing so in such a balanced way that we talked about just yesterday. Each day, you focus on these rituals that are enabling your success. In fact, not enabling, they're guaranteeing your success if you follow them. So, every day, I like to give you a little bit about who I am and why you should listen to me on this one. My company has come about, as you've heard me mention before, due to years of transformational work. And what is absolutely hilarious, it goes all the way back to my childhood. I'm going to come up and talk to you on this one. So it goes all the way back to my childhood, my beloved grandmother, who as a little girl, it wasn't me as a little girl, it was just her essence of who she was. She always wanted to get someplace probably about 2 hours early to get the best seat. I think we just had to do that so that she could socialize. And she was this kind of woman that got everybody's stories. I have inherited this. It's been something that maybe it just happened by osmosis. I don't even think I inherited it. Like, it was just something that became an intrinsic part of me, that people would come up and talk to me about everything. Some of the most private stuff. And we're talking random strangers. I just had this happen here in Romania, where I'm filming this video currently. And I was touring something, and this guy who was, I guess, kind of the, I don't want to say guardian, but maybe like the curator of this little old cute wooden church. It's such a work of art, and I wish it was documented on the internet. But I was just, talking about the church and some of the details and the history, and somehow he wound up telling me about how his wife left him the previous week, and some very intimate personal reasons as to why. And I wound up spending an hour and a half with this guy, kind of coaching him, he was just this broken spirit. And so that's an insight into my life and what it's been like before business and what it still is today. And so I think I mentioned over some of the past videos that I really resisted this. In fact, in 2011, I had two publishers up in New York City that wanted me to write a book. And I resisted that. I was like, nope, not doing it. I'm not getting into this. There's other people out there in this whole personal development, self-help world. And I talked in the other video about how in 2013, my world just completely crashed. And at that point, people were like, we want to know your secrets. We want to know how you're handling this. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. It's actually a story that could be like a movie. It's bananas. And so I gave in to the resistance and said, all right, here we go. This is clearly messages that people need to hear. And it's been fantastic. So, but it did lead me to create this incredible tool that's changing people's lives. It's been in beta for a little bit now, and we're going to get into this system tomorrow. But it is absolutely lovely. And it came about, I don't want to say hodgepodge because it's not the best word, but that's kind of what it was. It was a system that was a little bit here and a little bit there and kind of there. And I wound up, because over years of searching to find a system that fits the needs that I wanted, I wasn't successful. And so I'm so excited to debut this to you tomorrow and let you see it, because it's everything that you need. It's all in one. It's got your goals, your dreams, accountability. It's your vision board, a journal, a goal tracker, a life plan, cheerleader, scrapbook. And I even put my grocery list in there. So everything. I'm going to show you how to have one tool. It's incredible. Think part journal, part life coach, part planner, but, and this is an even sweeter spot, I've designed it so it's 100% personal to you, which takes it over the top. All right, but for now, let's see there. Oh yeah, there we go. So when you're done today, you're going to be able to understand the power of my rituals. And just to recap, if you haven't watched the previous videos, my definition of a ritual, it's not anything religious. It's just the way you take a repeated set of actions and the energy that you have behind that, and it allows you to shift from the life you know to the world that you desire. Rituals, they encourage those consistent actions, and this is how we're going to really succeed in anything that you take on. Fitness goals, personal goal, love goal, work goal. So without further ado, would you like to see the rituals? Woohoo! Yeah, I know you do. Okay, let's get into it. Ritual number 1, and this is the evolution from the beginning of a goal until the completion of a goal. So let me take you on this journey. In the beginning, it's the ritual of believing, and its corresponding exercise is what I call ASK and GET. And I have probably used ASK and GET. I don't even know where I came up with it, but more than a decade. I've said that. Everybody around me would be like, I'm ASK and GET. So what this is about, and I'm going to give you just the overview, the drone view of these rituals in the system. It's a way to surrender what you're fearful about in your life at that moment. It's also a way to capture what you're daydreaming about. And it's just kind of a place where you put to the universe, here's my desires. And then how you reap from this ritual is that it is a tangible way of seeing the everyday blessings and miracles that are happening in your life. You can literally go back and be like, gosh, got that. And you're like, you know what? The universe is listening to me. My prayers are being answered. My desires are coming to life. And it's such an incredible boost. Ritual 2 is the ritual of identity. And we've talked, and so some of the past few days, we've actually dived a little bit into these rituals without you even knowing it. Now, the exercise that empowers you underneath the ritual of identity is your own BS. It's not that kind of BS. So your confidence is a muscle that you build, just like going to the gym and maintaining your body, or eating right and feeling the nourishments versus not eating right and how it affects your body and energy. So I want you to start thinking about creating a healing environment, right? We've talked about some of these belief system stuff, subconscious, conscious, mind. But your belief system, it's not always the truth. And old BS is preventing you from being open to receive what you're asking for in ASKGET. We have to combat those negative thoughts and create an empowering new identity. And this is that element where we're able to do that. We're asking, but we have to be like in the right place in order to receive. Ritual number 3 is the ritual of imagination. And in this, the exercise is called the power of one. So I just want you to focus on your daydream, your goal, that aspiration, what you want to see come to life. Now, daydreams, they already tend to confirm what you know about yourself. It's just listening intuitively. And it only takes a few changes to live your best life and explore this idea in your imagination that you want to see achieve, whatever it is you're dreaming of and you desire. So in this exercise, we're able to remind ourselves of this one thing daily. You need to see it every day. That one focus that you want to see happen. Now, ritual number 4 is the ritual of inevitability. And the exercise for this one is called the ripple effect. So you have a simple thought. And on another sheet, we'll get into this in the system tomorrow because we're going to walk you through it live. It'll be really cool. Is where you list everything that you can think of that needs to be done. We're only bringing in what we're immediately going to be dealing with. And so, and in this other area where you have all your tasks, we're able to batch them together and organize it. So it's not a hot mess of scrap papers going everywhere or notes and scribbles here and erasers there. We're able to batch it together with like tasks so we can be more productive and knock out our to-dos easier. And then really try to pick things that then like knock everything. So anyway, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself about tomorrow. But in the ripple effect, that's what you're really trying to the cause and effect. You're creating this ripple effect of just slaying your goals in a systematic way. We start with picking 3 to complete for each day because the actions give life to the goal. Actions will show you the next step that you need as you head towards your dreams. Actions will also show you what's working and what's not, right? So I don't plan more than 3 months at a time. I have long-term, long-range goals, but I stay very tight with my goal focus so that it can be fluid, that it's flexible enough. Like I have everything mapped out that I know, but a lot of goal systems don't allow for the flexibility. This one does. So ritual number 5 is the ritual of fulfillment. And the exercise I have with this one is called the pitcher. Now, this one actually came about, I'm a very spiritual person, and so I know everybody from every background is watching this, whether you're an atheist or you are, extremely religious. But I was with my pastor I had previously when I lived in another location, and this concept of the pitcher came up. And I thought, gosh, this is brilliant with life. And I want you to start thinking about what you want to get from life. And be aware of what you're allowing in your life. And this exercise really makes you conscientious about this stuff. Like, what are you tolerating? What do you want more of? And with this exercise of the pitcher, I want you to start filling yourself up more and stop letting things deplete you. So some of the examples I have, because there's many ways to go about this exercise, I'm just kind of like your guide on these steps and give you the foundation. But it can be at any time in life we're in different spots, right? So sometimes it's your ego versus your soul. There's a struggle there. Sometimes, it's like life is melting your brain. You are so stressed out, but you really just want something that blows your mind with delight. Routine, or we talked about this the other day, versus fun in how we go about our day, right? Just those shifts in how we approach that can make us feel like we're getting filled up versus pouring ourselves out. Giving versus receiving, depleted versus fulfilled, and your obstacles versus the opportunities that are presenting themselves right now. Ritual number 6 is the ritual of nourishment, the complete me. And we talked about this yesterday when we got into the elements. Now I get way more, I talked about in the course, it's not out till next year, but about these elements and how you can really use them in just a multitude of ways. And it's just brilliant because when you're coming from a very balanced, centered place, you really are guided in the right direction. You're not in a desperate, reactive state. So this is a very important exercise to do. And it's easy. Like I said, you can set your attention with it or it can be reflective every day. I actually do both. So the ritual of sustainability is ritual number 7. And we often, the exercise, is it important? Because we have to focus on the right activities. And it's so easy for our day to get carried away from us and be like, oh my gosh, I didn't accomplish anything I wanted to do today. And then you're just not happy with how your day went, which leads to that imbalance, right? So can you see how these are all kind of interwoven together? So we more often fall victim to scheduling life shoulds than life wants. In fact, planners out there are designed for that. Any store you walk into and pick up a planner, it's got the time slots. The pick top 3 is a big thing out there right now. I didn't invent that one, but it does work. And then, it's kind of soulless. It doesn't build you up further. It doesn't encourage you to go like, well, gosh, this is how I should be, making my dreams happen. This is what I should be focusing on each day in order to get ahead and still be able to manage the rest of my life that needs to happen, right? We have to get this goal that you want to accomplish integrated in your life and make it happen. And so every day looking at these priorities and doing these assessments is just a phenomenal tool in order to achieving your dreams. And important is sometimes never urgent, and urgent is sometimes never important. So it's just sometimes hard to figure out where to put your energy each day. And I don't want you to be reactive. I want you to come from a place of, I have clarity. And clarity equals confidence. That you know what needs to get done and how to schedule all the tasks for the day. So this is a really important one. And we're going to put your dream priorities at the top of your day. These are always the things that contribute to your long-term mission, values, and your goals. Oh, that went crazy, didn't it? Let me fix that real quick because it's going to make me bonkers. There's where my little OCD comes in. That's where I have it. So now it's a lucky 7 rituals, but there is an 8th wonder to the world, and this is it. And this is like the grand finale, the ritual of assimilation. And this is where it's like the ultimate mecca of achievement. Your life is a result of what you do repeatedly. And these rituals they guide the way to you having those massive shifts in your life and living your dreams and making your goals come to life. Once a habit is firmly established, you've assimilated. And you don't have to focus on it so much, right? What we talked about conscious and subconscious mind work. Yeah, there's a reason I gave you that lesson. It's coming to life right here. You still do it because it's a habit and it's just become part of a ritual that you've created through the rituals. It's absolutely I'm like, woo, that just blew my mind. But it takes minimal focus needed to maintain this habit. The original goal just coast on autopilot. It becomes a no-brainer. And you can focus on your next goal that you want to achieve, the next project you want to take on, the next habit that you want to transform. And it just becomes this rinse and repeat sequence for whatever is next in your life. How amazing is that? Do you see how you can use it in every facet of your life, whatever it is you're going after? I'm telling you, it's been years and years of work and to put this all together, and it is battle tested, and it absolutely will transform your life, your energy, your everything. It helps you become that person that you want to be. Yeah, whew. I knew it when I was writing it. I thought, oh my gosh. And actually, when I was putting this all together for you the other day, I was like, I had goosebumps. I deal with this every day. I can't even get into it. Actually, this system syncs between your devices. And so it's just like I get goosebumps. I've been using it for a long time now, months. And I'm so excited to share it with you tomorrow. I really, really, really am. And I hope you feel the magic of these rituals and can take something away from the lessons of the past 4 days and implement in your life. Regardless of what come back and I want to show you this system because it's powerful and there's nothing else like it out there in the world at all. But I know that you can be just changed by the information that you received. And please, please, please engage in the comments on Facebook or in this post and just, tell me, the bonus questions, which we're going to get into. See, I get so excited about this stuff. And do you see, remember how on day 1 I said about fun and easy? Do you see it now? Is it all connecting? Yeah. See, you hung in there for 4 days and you're probably like, where is this girl taking me? This is where we're going. And I'm all about the fun factor. I want it to be an easy. I want to feel like a child at play designing my day, but accomplishing really big girl, adult life things, right? So you get to bring your dream to life. You don't have to, you get to. And that's also where another layer of the magic is there's so many things you have to do in your life, but you get to choose to do this. And so to have empowering rituals behind it to support that, unbelievable. So the questions. There really is no homework today. I just want you to sit back, relax, and take it in. But, of course, I still do have the 3 regular questions. What surprised you about this information? Because this is new. It's the first time I've made this kind of video and showed everybody the rituals all at one time. And what resonated with you about this? What's your biggest takeaway? So now, what to look forward to? Because this, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to show you this. So day 5 is foolproof goal achievement. And this is the exact system I use and the recommendations that I have to making anything you happen or anything that you desire happen. Because I've searched for years to find a system that fit my needs. I was lost. I would have these big aspirations, and then I would just be overwhelmed with how to put it together, and I'd have no clue, and I'd just, you get so frustrated, and then you want to give up. You think, gosh, maybe this isn't it. And the system, it's an all-in-one tool. And I mentioned earlier, I think part journal, part life coach, part planner, but it is 100% personal, and that's what's the coolest component about it. And tomorrow, I am going to be live demonstrating this revolutionary system to you. You're going to see behind the scenes into actually my life, because we'll be in my system. I don't have a duplicate, so I'm going to share my world with you. And I'm going to probably give you more tips and tricks to designing your dream life too. So, closing out today. I don't know why I can't talk today, y'all. I haven't been talking too much today. But the quote for today is, success doesn't come from what you occasionally do. Success comes from what you do consistently. It's about those actions to get the results. And I know you got it in you. If you've hung in this far, day 4, you're a champion, you're a warrior, and you are ready. You're so ready to have this major transformation in your life. And I'm so excited to be by your side, helping you achieve it. All right, so with that said, it's a wrap for today. And be ready, get your popcorn, your coffee, tea, soda, whatever it is. Tomorrow you won't have any homework either, just those 3 basic questions. It is come, sit back, relax, enjoy, and see exactly what I'm talking about when I keep saying system and all-in-one tool. And you're going to figure it all out, because this is revolutionary and you've never seen anything like it before. All right, have a fabulous rest of your day. Ciao.